Welcome, Crusaders. Thanks for joining me for Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We're here at Market Square. We finally left the Defender's Heart. We spent a lot of time there talking to people, kind of getting our bearings with things, but now it's time for maybe a little bit of action. Got a knowledge arcana check there. Who's this? Thiefling. No, I'll tell you everything. Just don't hit me. I never stole nothing. I only just joined the Thieflings. The Tiefling gestures back the way he came as if that explains something. It was all them, back there. They found an underground passage to the Grey Garrison, and they've been nicking stuff out of there ever since. Low-down thieving toe rags. That's what they are. Toe rags. But I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Woljif. Brother Gort, is that you? Brother Woljif? I thought you'd pegged it in Irabeth's jail. Happy to see you too. Who are you? An honest guy who's fallen in with some bad folks. Sounds like that's what you all are. The Thieflings, the local thieves around here, they forced me to join their gang, but I didn't want to. Likely story. Just don't hand me over to Irabeth, valiant Crusaders. Please, in the name of all the gods there ever were. Gort here is the new addition to the Thieflings. So far, he's swiped around 5,000 gold. He's got a long way to go before he catches up with me, mind. They made me do it. An underground passage to the Grey Garrison? Tell me more. Right, so the temple around here, the Temple of Iomade, has a cellar, and a passage leads from it right to the Grey Garrison. The Thieflings, my pals, damn a lot of them, have been using this passage on and off to sell all sorts of stuff to the soldiers in the Grey Garrison. So when the demons burst into the city, we thought we'd check up on the Grey Garrison to see how the soldiers were faring and to offer our assistance. Don't give me that look. This is the first I'm hearing of this. The Thieflings keep secrets from each other too, you know. Why are you afraid of me? You're one of them Crusaders, ain't you? You lot hate our guts. The Thieflings, I mean. You lock us up and do worse to us. The Tiefling gulps loudly. But I'm not a Thiefling. Not really. Can I help you somehow? Yeah, let me go, please. Boy. This seems a little too brutal for him. I don't know, though. He's a thief. Dirty toe rag thief. We've got bigger fish to fry. Go on your way. Cheers for letting me go like this. I'll remember you 100 years, I will. I'll name my firstborn after you. Under your stare, the tiefling falls silent and then runs off. We've got one of him in our party, so just killing him right there seemed a little bit extreme. Missed with that a secret passage. Grey Garrison can be reached via an underground passage that starts near the Temple of Iomade in Canabras' square. This information is worth checking out. It's another errand there. Kind of hoping we could figure this divided city errand out for Anivia. Finding a convenient place to get across here. Let's check out this knowledge arcana. These enormous cracks appeared after a magically induced earthquake struck the land. We actually have Woljif here now with some int, and I'm assuming some knowledge arcana along with that. A little bit here, I guess. Alright, on with it. So I'm gonna be directionally challenged here, I think, just with the whole camera rotation thing. So a compass or something out here would be nice. It's right here. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Glad I saw that. All right. That helps immensely.
Godspeed.
Got a dredge back here. I guess we just start clearing things out as we can. Multiple dretch. Did we ever rest? I don't know if we ever rested.
You can trust me.
Jeez, we didn't. Since we leveled up and then we never rested. But that's well, I guess we do what we can. If we have to go back and return later, we could always do that. I was trying to charge in with Sela, and she's got to wait there while everybody else goes ahead and charges. All right, let's just. I think we can handle these, can't we? Let's just get in here. All right. I need to get a feel for our power and how it compares to enemies we're gonna face. Keep going south here.
Let us press on.
Okay, why did we pause here? Did we see something? Marauder Archer. I don't like how out front Zeke is there. Let's pull them back. You can always get up there close. Make sure Sela's out front.
Ahead.
So that deadly aim is the toggle. I was thinking, like, from the description, it sounds like you need to select it anytime before you use it, but that's actually a toggle we can leave on. So that we take a penalty on our attack rolls, but I'm okay with that, I think. Unless we just find we're absolutely hitting nothing.
The wrong mongrel.
Save the last one for me.
Alright, let's get in there. Woljif's taking a hit. And he's down. Alright, this is going very badly. So we're going to switch over here to turn-based. Maybe, might be a little too out of our depth here. I don't know. These guys don't seem all that tough, but they're just kind of wrecking us, so. Maybe a little bit slower and more deliberate here. That was really poor planning on my part not to rest before we came out here. Okay, we took him down. We got these, at least. Oh, it's just one illusionist down here with a mirror image or something.
Why not both?
Okay. We did purchase some health potions, so it looks like we're going to need those here. End up burning through those pretty quickly, couldn't we? Well, did we clear out this southeast corner? Looks that way. Here's another exit. We've got folks over here. Ember. Into the house.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
What's going on here, guys?
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
The knight brings his sword up above the girl's head.
They're insane! We've got to do something!
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
The girl smiles serenely as though she isn't at risk of imminent death. I recognize this portrait. I think, is this a party member? What's going on here?
We...
The knight's hands are shaking.
Our weapons barely scratch the demons' hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not all there in the head anymore, brother.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Interesting, our intimidation is pretty high. That's ridiculous. The teachings of Iomade directly prohibit the killing of innocents. The goddess will curse you for making this so-called sacrifice.
Exactly. What were you thinking? The goddess would never allow this.
Whose idea was this anyway? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was
Yeah.
against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Nobody's gonna want to take responsibility now, are you?
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
You're pretty forgiving, sounds like.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi.
Okay.
Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Missing a couple cards in your deck.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
If anyone sounds like they're missing a couple cards in the deck, I mean, I don't know.
You did.
Voljev here,
We played tag and
interesting
hide and
character.
seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me. You laughed so hard. It made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now?
For the love of... Canabras is too damn small.
Okay. Wait. What was so disgusting that she was doing? I totally missed whatever that was. Probably just wasn't paying attention. Oh, are we talking to the other Crusaders here? All right, I thought we were talking to Ember here, but we're talking to these guys. Go to the Defender's Heart Tavern. That's where the survivors are gathering, and don't even think of doing anything so disgusting ever again.
Thank you.
The knights hurry away before you can change your mind.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it?
The elf girl smiles at you. The crow alights on her shoulder and looks at you with eyes that are much too intelligent for an ordinary bird.
But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl. And that crow you have there, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those.
Sit?
Now Soot here, she
Oh,
truly
that's the
is
bird.
unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
So who are you?
Call me Ember. I live here on the streets for many years now, but there's nothing to say about me.
Well, Soot and Ember, magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the streets. Come with me.
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Come on, Camellia.
Sure, let's go.
Cool.
You're
Ember.
a good person. I like you.
Okay, yeah, maybe you are missing a couple cards. Let's take a look at her. Stigmatized Witch. A child's crusade. A strange child of war, a witch who was burned at the stake and yet survived. A godless saint ready to preach love and kindness to people and demons both. A homeless orphan who has no hope but who gives it to countless people around her. It is hard to understand what hides behind this young elven girl's eyes and where her bare, burned feet are taking her. She wages a war of her own child crusade. Stigmatized Witch. Some witches think of their magic not as a gift, but as a curse. Her body is tarnished with a mark of her ill fate. Maybe the patron of such a witch was cruel and decided that power mustn't come cheap. Or maybe they mercifully helped the witch to turn the adversities that befell her into a source of new strength. A stigmatized witch relies on intuition. Her magic is based not on the sharpness of her wit, but on the strength of her character. So, charisma instead of intelligence. Instead of the regular powers granted by a patron, such a witch gets a curse like an oracle, and she casts her spells spontaneously like a sorcerer rather than a wizard. Interesting. Interesting special ability here, Blackened. Your hands and forearms are shriveled and blackened as if you had plunged your arms into a blazing fire, and your thin, papery skin is sensitive to the touch. You take a -4 penalty on weapon attack rolls, but you add Burning Hands to your list of spells known. At 5th level, add Scorching Ray and Burning Arc to your list of spells. At 10th level, add Fire Snake. And your penalty on weapon attack rolls is reduced to -2. 15th level, add Hellfire Ray. Okay. Saving throws against demons for being a Mendevian orphan. She's a basic atheist. And she's got the Raven, Soot. Gives her +3 bonus on persuasion checks, and +2 bonus on perception checks. She can make her, with vulnerability curse, the witch can make her enemies vulnerable to energy. Any energy resistance or energy immunities on the target are suppressed. So she's got the hexes just like Amelia's got going. But I need to... So the Spirit Hunter... Shaman... That's a different class, though, we're talking about than... Because the Witch... Is Witch part of the Wizard class, or is a Witch? Witch must be another class. I don't know all my classes very well off the top of my head. Alright, so her spell book, Burning Hands, she's got some healing, ear piercing scream, mage armor. Right. Well, nice to have a full party here. We'll see how this goes, and we're gonna need to be working on probably figuring out who our main party is gonna be. Although I want to maybe try to keep it varied and switch things up. Okay, we walked in here without having saved it after all that. Can't save it during combat. That was kind of dumb. I wasn't expecting to walk right into a fight here. We've kind of got some characters that are sort of similar in nature here now, with between Woljif, Ember, and Camellia seem like sort of similar types of characters, unless we figure out a way to sort of build them up differently. Okay, these rat swarms definitely don't like fire. Let's see if we can get over here and get these two without hitting anybody else. Why did she walk? That was weird. Whatever I did there caused her to walk over here. Shoot. Alright, we figured out the 5-foot rule there. Thanks to people letting me know some tips on that. We can either right click, or I think we can also hold down shift. Let me just see. Yeah, it looks like we can hold shift. Move out here. There we go. Alright. Well, we killed some rat swarms. It wasn't pretty, but we did it. Seasoned wings and thighs. That sounds good. Make sure we learn that. New recipe. We haven't had the opportunity yet to use a... I thought there was something trapped there. Hide armor +1. Camellia could use that. I'm guessing Camellia is the only one that we might want to put that armor on. What's she got on? She's got heavy armor on. I'm gonna leave that. And we're gonna leave that breastplate on him. Let's throw this hide armor on Camellia. Well, maybe this is as good a time and place as any to attempt camping, since we haven't done this out in the wild anywhere before. Let's just try to do that here. Let me look at spell books first. Hers are all spontaneous. Okay, let's look at his. He's got mage armor, grease, burning hands, color spray. Trying to keep in mind, like, I'd really like to focus on spells that aren't going to require management from us, but pretty much all of these are of the type that we're going to need to control. I like color spray, but we definitely have to get him in position for that. Snowball is cool too. I think we're going to take off the burning hands, especially with Ember around. She's kind of got the fire. Maybe throw in magic missile or snowball. We can get a stagger with the snowball. Replace the burning hands with that. And the grease, boy, that can be helpful at times. So we'll leave it like that for now. And then Camellia, are we still good here? I think the healing. And then, yeah, these things we've never even rested since she picked those up. Let's see what happens here with the camping. I guess we did camp once or twice when we were in the shield maze, didn't we? But we didn't do anything with like recipes or anything like, okay, the alchemy and scroll scribing. I guess we have to have somebody that knows how to do this. Oh, and we use up a kit, or we just have to have, like, we can get better alchemist kits to put in here. Assigned characters will spend their free time sorting ingredients, boiling water, brewing a potion, and cooking food. And somebody for Knowledge World for the alchemy. Ember or Sela. Probably. I mean, Woljif. Alright, let's try the seasoned wings and thighs that we picked up. So the purifying solution goes in the recipes. Hearty meal, that's all you need for it. Okay. We get 1 temporary hit point per level with that. Let's do that. And then we don't have any potions to craft. I don't know if we need recipes for those, maybe. That's all grayed out. Scroll scribing. Ember can do that, but maybe we don't have any scribe scrolls. Scribe scrolls. Oh, that's like a feat, isn't it? There's a feat for brew potions and for scribe scrolls. So somebody has to pick up those feats if we want to be able to do that. Got it. So is there any point in putting her in here? Not really. Be better off like on the watch. Do we have anybody better here for the camouflage? Yeah, Woljif would definitely be better there. But he's probably... Seela's actually a better cook. I think we probably want the better camouflage there. Okay. And then for cooking... we take Seela off the watch. That doesn't even... Yeah. I think we need her there. So... let's not waste the scroll or its recipe. Just do the hearty meal. I think it said 55% chance of success. Abyssal Corruption. So if we get up to here to level 1, we suffer 15% arcane spell failure chance, -2 penalty to wisdom and intelligence, -3 to combat maneuver defense, and CMB. Is that combat maneuver bonus? Corruption grows with each day of rest. Rest in a safe location to remove all corruption. So, like, if we would have rested at Defender's Heart, we wouldn't have had this issue. We would have gotten rid of this, I assume. All right, let's go.
Do you know who your ancestor was, Tiefling? Was it a Mephit, perhaps?
Well, if it turns out I'm the byblow of some Lord of the Abyss, won't you be sorry? By then it'll be too late.
Okay, so since we were successful with these, I guess we actually reduced our corruption level. But we failed with the hearty meal, looks like. Oh. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Zeke emerges from the oblivion of his leaden sleep like a drowned man dragging himself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound has closed again, but the blood stain on his shirt betrays its presence beneath. There is no time to investigate the cause behind his malaise. A trying day lies ahead, but how will Zeke be up to the challenge if his thoughts are so muddled and his entire body aches like after a day's toil? So what does this choice mean? Nonsense. I'll douse myself in some cold water and I'll be good as new. As if a veteran adventurer could be frightened by a bad dream, a splash of cold water enlivens his senses and the weariness abates. retreating to the depths of his subconscious, but leaving the path open to return the next time Zeke seeks refuge in sleep. Zeke recalls that he slept peacefully in the Defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what has happened. So is this related to the whole corruption thing? I don't think we've seen like a tutorial on that really. Maybe... Oh, here we go. Okay. Nightmares and corruption prevent you from resting well. Corruption increases during rest at different rates in different areas. When your corruption reaches first, second, and third level, various negative effects are applied. The character who is assigned to the protective rituals role performs these rituals before the party goes to sleep, which reduces the corruption again. Was that this top one here where it says Divine Services on there? You can fully remove corruption in safe places. You will discover these areas of respite as you progress through the game. Okay. In some locations, you may come across various holy artifacts. Cleansing them or interacting with them will allow you to partially remove your corruption level. Okay. I think I get it. Filth Fever. What is that from? Dexterity and Constitution damage. Cure 2 consecutive saves. Huh. Alright, that's something new. I didn't notice if we picked that up from sleeping. So they need... Is that the only way to cure that? Or can we use like restoration or something? Huh. The cure is 2 consecutive saves. Save DC is Constitution based. So we have to make 2 Constitution based saves before we rid ourselves of that. The way it sounds. Okay, let's continue. Let's make our way kind of back north here.
I will guide us.
We haven't gotten very far, but we picked up a new companion, so that's good. We're back here at where we started. Let's travel along this ridge here.
Godspeed.
For a ways. Abercandaloo. Right.
I will not falter.
Yes.
Okay, Zeke, we need you to saddle up here. And
I will help where I
get
can.
Sela up front here a little bit.
They will break against our resolve.
Okay. I was gonna try to get us positioned better. We've got some other Crusaders up here. Let's put a couple. We put a couple buffs on people. I think we can rush in here.
Blade.
Oh, Zeke got knocked off his horse from that stinking cloud. Of course.
Did you see that?
I saw it. Yeah. Okay, we took them down. That was another sort of poorly managed fight here. Who we got here? The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post, no matter what happens.
Let us press on.
Build a bridge out of the debris. Athletics 12 DC. Okay. We finished the divided city errand. Nice. Built a bridge. Perfect. Sort of a rickety bridge there, but looks like it'll do. Okay, we finished up the errand to find a way across the rift that divides the city. So maybe this is a good time for a little bit of a break here. We will come back, and I don't think we'll head back to the Defender's Heart yet. We'll continue to look around the city here. I think... Isn't this the starting area? Like where the city celebration was going on? Day of the City? It doesn't look... doesn't look anything like it, but I suppose that's understandable since the demon just cleaved the ground in two here, basically. But we'll have to continue making our way through here and see what we find. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate having you all here with me while we make our way through this ruined city here of Canabras. And I hope to see you again back here with me next time. Bye-bye.